You know, it's kind of funny. About 3 or 4 days ago, I was looking through the smartwatches that I own because I was getting maybe a little bit tired of wearing the same Pixel Watch 2 for the last good while now. And I just wanted to see anything in there that maybe I've forgotten that I have that it would be fun to check in on. And I came across the TicWatch Pro 5, which is a very, very good smartwatch. And I thought, you know what? I don't know where this device is at this point with software updates and so forth. So let me set this thing back up and wear it for a little while. And when I did this, several things became immediately clear to me. First off, the software support has been really, really bad. If I'm not mistaken, this thing was sitting or is sitting on an update from like October of last year, October, November of 2023. That is absolutely not good enough for a fairly premium watch. It also does not have Google Assistant still, and it does not have Wear OS 4.0. Now, there were some other, pleasant things about it. I actually posted on Threads about this. I was like a full day in, and I only used a quarter of the battery. You could see there, 75% battery was still remaining. So battery life on this thing is absolutely still outstanding, and that's because it's got that really cool dual layer screen. You can see there that the actual OLED screen is turned on, but if we give it a moment, that screen will shut off and it will be replaced by this LED screen that does not require a backlight. That's what's going on right now. How cool is that? This thing, it's still fast, it's still smooth, it's still a really, really good watch. Now, the application, Mobvoi Health, similar to the software update problem with this thing, there just aren't enough of them. Mobvoi Health, not necessarily the greatest application in the world. If you're going to try and sync it with Google Fit using like Health Connect, it's only going to sync your steps. So that's a really big bummer as well. Lots of little rough edges here. But it's funny because I was going to make a dedicated video talking about, where is the Pro 5 right now? Is it worth buying in 2024? And before I was able to film that video, we had this news story break on Android Central. Long overdue Wear OS 4 updates coming to one of our favorite smartwatches, sort of. And what this article talks about is the fact that Mobvoi is now actually recruiting for a Wear OS 4.0 beta. This recruitment phase is going to run until April 30th, and the people that are selected will hear back after it concludes. And then they're going to be beta testing Wear OS 4, which, even though you're probably not going to be in the beta, it does mean that Wear OS 4 is actually finally coming to this watch sometime, I hope, in the relatively near future. Now, of course, Mobvoi does not have the best of reputations when it comes to software updates. The TicWatch Pro 3 Ultra, a watch that I covered on this channel that I really liked, actually wore it for a long time, it did not get Wear OS 3 for a really long time. It actually took Mobvoi forever to even say when it was coming, and when they did say it was coming, they ended up missing that mark by like several months. It was 2 years after the thing came out before it got a substantial update in the form of Wear OS 3.0. And now, with the Pro 5, like I said, it's been since November since this thing has received an update of any sort. And that is absolutely not good enough. It's not like every new feature drop is absolutely earth-shattering, but with a watch like the Pixel Watch here, you do at least get something pretty much every single month. Maybe it's just a security update, but it's something. Now, with the Pro 3 Ultra, they claim that it was because of their proprietary architecture. It had a dual processor setup. With this guy, I think it's the W5 Plus. It's a much simpler setup, so they don't really have the same excuse as to why the updates have not been coming. Now look, even that excuse only kind of works with major, like, full system upgrades. Normal updates like security patches, just adding features, bug fixes, things like that, there was never any excuse for. So again, not the best reputation when it comes to these updates. It's such a frustrating position for them to be in because the watch itself is really good. The hardware is great. It's fast. It's smooth. The tracking is pretty darn accurate. The battery life is outstanding, but they can't seem to nail the software side of things. Again, the updates aren't good enough. The Mobvoi Health app just falls behind other applications like Samsung Health, like Fitbit, And if you want to kind of ignore the app itself and just sync everything with Health Connect into Google Fit like you can with Fitbit's application, you're only going to be getting the steps. I thought for a minute, I was like, oh, maybe I'll wear this when I'm using my OnePlus Open, and I'll wear my Pixel Watch when I'm using my Pixel Fold, and I'll just look at Google Fit because Fitbit can throw everything to Google Fit. So I'll just look at that. Well, that's not going to work unless all I care about are steps, which is not all that I care about. So that does not actually work. Who knows what all is going to be packing in with this Wear OS 4 upgrade? Hard to say. Maybe some updates to the app. Could we see that game changer for me of getting Health Connect Sync actually functional with more than just steps? Probably doubtful. Probably just going to be a pretty basic update. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll get lucky. Guys, at any rate, that's kind of what's going on with this watch today. And hopefully in the very near future, a big update is coming. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.